Sammy C here of the Politically Correct Free Zone, October 19th, 2011. Hello everyone. Hey, I'd like to begin a series of blogs on the topic of state sovereignty. Now my goal for this overall series is to raise awareness of two seemingly forgotten facts. The first one is that the people of a state, that is, the people of the state of Maine, or the people of the state of Florida, or of Texas, or of North Dakota, that each people group is a sovereignty. That is, they are a distinct unit of self-determination. The second fact that I'd like to raise awareness of is that the federal government was intended to be not a master over, but a servant under the sovereign one, that is, under the people of a state. Now, to substantiate these two facts, what I'd like to do is review the history of the states in their union with each other, the nature of the union between the states, as well as how this union interacts with different topics. So to give you a flavor of what's to come, I'd like to profile your understanding of the history of the Union. Now, after the American Revolution, did Great Britain recognize the 13 colonies as one nation or as 13 states? What document was it that created the first federal government of the states? Was it the Constitution or was it the Articles of Confederation? What was the original purpose of the delegates that were sent to the Constitutional Convention? Was it to create a new constitution, or was it to amend the Articles of Confederation? What authority was it that ratified the Constitution? Was it the people of the U.S. as a whole in the aggregate, or was it the people of the states separately? In the ratification conventions, what group was it that saw the Constitution as a document of centralization, as one of consolidation? Was it the proponents, was it the supporters of the Constitution that saw it this way, or was it the opponents, those who opposed it? Where does the source of authority reside? Does it reside in the government or in the people? Now, the powers that are ascribed to the federal government in the Constitution, were those powers taken from the states, or were they delegated by the states? The states of the Union, should we consider them as fractional parts of one whole, or as co-equal members of a voluntary association? And lastly, what is the primary allegiance of the citizen? Is it to the Union? Is it to the United States? Or is it to their state, respectively? Now, 2 years ago, I had no idea how to articulate such questions or even answer them. But having learned the concepts and the distinctions here, I am convinced that they are so relevant and appropriate to these troubled times in which we find ourselves. So, if you've never heard of these questions and you don't know the answers, then I invite you to listen to my subsequent blogs so that I may relay to you that which I've learned. Now, I'm not all-knowing in this field. This is not what I do for a living. This is not my area of expertise. But I do know that we can no longer trust those whom we have entrusted with the protection of our liberties. The states are sovereign, and the federal government is its servant.